So Lupe Fiasco is going at Nas now, saying that he's not a top lyricist? Plus, stay tuned. We got another response from Kendrick Lamar. But let's get into this first.
What about other literary devices? I remember Lou praising Blue back in the day. He also isn't a punchline heavy MC. How can we reconcile this? Open floor.
So in terms of like, if you compare Nas to, if you remove, like again, for me, remove the beat, remove everything else, and just go with the words. If you threw Nas into, and you created the list of just people who rap, which is a big list. There's hundreds of thousands of rappers. And you remove all that, he wouldn't rank high. I wouldn't rank high. That doesn't mean we're not lyricists in our space, but when you isolate it to that, just that fundamental part, a lot of people don't rank high.
Now, I'm going to shoot him some bail, a little bit of bail, because people are leaving out the fact that he also said he wouldn't rank high. But Lupe Fiasco, to me, is one of the best writers we have, period. I don't care what he says. That's not going to change his ability to be a great rapper, great writer, great songmaker. Cool. I also think Lupe Fiasco he's just like my older brother. When you get at a certain level, I feel like, of intellectualism, I feel like you become a contrarian just because you're bored. And it's just like mental sparring. And you're keeping your sword sharp because you put yourself purposely behind an 8-ball when you say something that most people believe and try to see if you could work your way out of it. I literally think it, because let's run this back one more time. And let's talk about what he's trying to say about Nas right now. One more time. Say this again, Luke.
What about other literary devices?
Free chili free 1st and 15th. Y'all can tell I have not been the one. A lot of people have been just dunking on Lupe, slandering. I've been keeping it real. I've been keeping it because, I'm not somebody who's going to just act like Lupe not dope. But boy, do he be saying some of the most head-ass.
What about other literary devices? I remember Lou praising Blue back in the day. He also isn't a punchline heavy MC. How can we reconcile this? Open floor.
So in terms of like, if you compare Nas to, if you remove, like again, for me, remove the beat, remove everything else, and just go with the words. If you threw Nas into, and you created the list of just people who rap, which is a big list. There's hundreds of thousands of rappers. And you remove all that, he wouldn't rank high. I wouldn't rank high. That doesn't mean we're not lyricists in our space, but when you isolate it to that, just that fundamental part, a lot of people don't rank high.
You see Mickey just like, what? Okay, let me do this. First off, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you to all of the S&J Nation members who not playing, but I'm seeing people be like, hey, make sure y'all hit the like button in the comments. I love y'all so much because y'all know that the algorithm shifted. You feel me? And if you don't have that hype button, your videos are in the middle of the ocean with no life raft. But you guys can throw that lifesaver. And you know how? Hit the like button. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And what's the most nuclear important, the two most important is that like and that bell. When you hit that bell, every time I upload a video, it gets sent straight to your phone like I texted it to you. So you don't miss nothing. Now let's get to this is what I think Lupe's problem is right now. Lupe has put so much on punchlines. So much on the element of punchlines being the end-all be-all to lyricism that now I feel like he so has to live by that he's going to keep saying a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense because the base that he's pulling his logic from doesn't make sense. I get what he's saying. Y'all know me. I love punchlines. I'm a punchline. That's my thing. I think punchlines are some of the illest things to say. You cannot have punchlines be the end-all be-all to what is lyricism because then you'll end up saying stuff like this. Is Nas a punch? I know what Lupe's saying. Lupe is a punchline rapper. He can do that. Is Nas a punchline rapper? No. That does not make him less lyrical or not a top tier lyricist because of that. Lupe keeps saying these things. There's 100,000 rappers. And it's like, bro, you know what we saying when we having the conversation of hip hop. if you're gonna keep just throwing arbitrary 100,000 people that don't have deal that nobody knows, there is no point of having any conversations anymore because there's always some arbitrary ghost that's better than whoever you're talking about. So let's just make it of the pool of rappers we know, of the pool of rappers that we look at. Nas is a top tier lyricist. I get what he's saying because Nas doesn't use a bunch of similes and metaphors and I'm something like something. Lupe apparently puts that as the end all be all. But Lupe said, if you remove the beat and you remove this stuff, Nas is not a top tier lyricist, first of all. And stay tuned because I also have Kendrick Lamar's response. Lupe, I got something special for y'all because I wouldn't be me if I didn't just go. We do a lot of other people do a lot of talking, a lot of debating, a lot of gossiping. Let's get to the bars. Let's remove the beat and let's judge Nasir, God's son. And let me tell you something. I'm more of a Jay than a Nas person. But to say, listen.
Every day, this man is
Nah, let's get right into
Nas,
it.
you wanna kick it
Legendary. You
You
tell me if this is top tier. And I'm a hip hop dude, so I remember a punch. Let's get to the punchlines because I know a freestyle where Nas has some punchlines.
Enjoy yourselves.
Remember
Nas,
this.
You wanna kick it off first? And I end?
Savoir faire. Oh, hold on.
We took the beat out.
Yeah, I'm on my New York-ish. What? I'm on my New York-ish.
We just listened to the words.
Fair, radiant, conscious, clear. I'm about to have a monstrous year. Live in spots. Earl Night, we deep. Ladies looking sharper than termite teeth. Say la vie.
What's that, Luke? That's a punchline, right? Ladies looking sharper than termite teeth because termites can burrow through everything. You know, you've seen the cartoon of the term. Ladies is looking sharper than termite teeth. We're not even going to talk about the syllable rapping. We're not going to talk about the A-B pattern. We're not going to talk about that. Let's just talk about the punchlines. Ladies looking sharper than termite teeth. That is a bar. That is a metaphor I'd never heard. A simile I've never heard. That is sharper than termite teeth? Let's go. All right, we're talking punchline. Is that the craziest one? Nah. But let's talk about punches.
Then termite teeth. Say la vie. The crew came to play, but I'm married, but they fly free. Check it. And my wrist is froze like toes on a body in the morgue that was put there by the squad. Look.
And my wrist is frozen like the toes on the body in the morgue that was put there by the squad. That's a punchline. Nigga, even if you don't think the termite teeth is the craziest one, the wrist is froze like the toes on a body in the morgue. Then he followed up that was put there by the squad. Come on. Hit that thumbs up button because I do something different. I don't just come and gossip and blah. No, we bring it to the raps. Lupe, you keep jumping into these live streams where people are just trolling you, brother. I'm a real hip-hop person. I'm a real hip-hop Lupe fan. Paris, Tokyo, all that. Trust me, bro. Trust me. So I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm just here to have a good debate. And I'm just saying, this some head ass. These is punches, right? Okay.
Body in the morgue that was put there by the squad. Look here, I'm the god on the mic on the track like Arthur Ashe with a tennis rack. Tell a DJ spin it back. Yeah, not the prince of rap.
I'm the god on the track like Arthur Ashe on a tennis rack.
I'm the king of rap. I been did that. Amazing, man. Letters from my Asian fans. Am I gonna play Japan soon? Wrote back, yes, danced in the shower, got dressed old school, powdered my neck. I give, but I'm selfish. Tattoo on my chick lips on my pelvis. That's a pubic part. Excuse me, y'all.
No freaky. Hey, yo.
Think that I became musical. Way before rap, I did want to be the tap dance kid for, oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Toes is froze like the wrist is froze like the toes on the body of a that is a punchline for your ass, nigga.
Do we need to kill him some more? You want me to jump on 10 years ago?
Check it. Now some of you new rappers got your hat flipped backwards, fingers intertwined in some gang sign madness. I got an exam. Let's see if y'all pass it. Let's see who quote a Daddy Kane line to pack. Oh man, you know what?
Now that's the punches. You telling me Nas is not a top tier rapper? Cool. Let's get to something where Nas in his element. I'm gonna just give you a piece of this. If you don't know this, remember when niggas ever try to slander Nas's pen? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just look at you.
Nas.
What happened when Nas go crazy and I just look at you? No beat.
Yeah,
I don't blink.
Freedom of jail, clips inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is murdered. The beginning and end. As far as rap go, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. First it was nasty, but times have changed. Ask me now, I'm the artist. But hardcore, my signs for pain. I spent time in the game, kept my mind on fame. Saw fiends shoot up and do lines of cocaine. Saw my close friends shot, flatline in my sane. That depends, carry Mac 10s to practice my aim. On both times.
The pen carry Mac 10s to practice my aim. This is the thing, bro. I get it. Nas might not be a punchline rapper, but there's many ways to skin a cat. And I think when you start just... Now, Lupe has the right and the prerogative to define lyricism however he wants, right? I think it's very reductionist, especially from somebody who teaches a class on hip-hop and lyricism, to have punchlining basically be the end-all be-all of lyricism. And you could be someone who writes as vivid and paints vivid pictures, uses the words that Nas has used, can make you feel like you in the Queens Project hallway. Rappers, I monkey flip them with the funky rhythm, the syllable rapping, I be flipping. It's pain, I'm like Scarface, holding cocaine, sniffing cocaine, holding an M16, because with the pen I'm extreme now. Bullet holes, lifting my peepos, I'm suited up in street. Like, that's not fair, bro. He a top tier rapper. Hold on, let me give you a little bit more.
Tape CD covers the trees. Line a barrel up with your weak picture and squeeze. Street scriptures for lost souls in the crossroads. To the corner thugs hustling for cars that cost dough. To the big dogs living large, taking it light. Pushing big toys, getting nice, enjoying your life is what you make it. Suicide, few tried to take it. Belt tied around their neck in jail cells naked. Heaven and hell.
Few can take it, belt tied around their neck and they cell hanging naked. If you're telling me somebody can write that, rap that, something that dark, that prolific, put you in that jail cell, and you told me he not a top tier lyricist because he didn't say he's something like something, it would have been better if he said he spits like a gun or he's hot like the sun. Like, that's what I'm saying is like when you start doing that, it makes it so reductionist. Now, that is Nas's like. Go listen to that on your own if you haven't listened to it, and you tell me what a top tier lyricist is. We took the beat out, Lupe. I took the beat out for you. Now, for everybody who watched all the way to the end, Lupe Fiasco, I've known because I've been around the whole time, but I guess I didn't take into consideration just how long Lupe has been critiquing Kendrick. And back in 2014, Lupe Fiasco, let's get this ISO. About a week ago, Lupe Fiasco gave an unfavorable critique of Kendrick Lamar's lyrical skill set, and the Compton rapper is now responding. Seattle radio station Cube 93 FM checked in with Lamar, and he wasn't the least bit bothered by Fiasco's statements. This is 2014. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, you feel me? Let me try to do this. Let me try to say it like Kendrick. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you feel me? I just continue to do what I do, you know? He told radio personality Nessa, I think she's on Hot 97 now, or she was. Everybody feels their own aspect of it and how they look at it at different artists, but I just continue to do what I do. So he's been responding to Lupe, and that's his opinion, da-da-da-da-da. But I really do think in the back, that's his political correct answer, but in the back of his head, he probably like, boy, if you don't get your... I can't wait till Kendrick raps again, because I do feel like there's going to be some addressing of this. I do feel like this has been a Cold War for a long time. It's just like in High Power with Jay Electronica, when Kendrick responded back with, I guess, if you don't, then this is trash. Well, at least my opinion just made everyone laugh. That's what I feel like you're going to do something like that. But I also do feel Kendrick has respect for Lupe. I don't believe that you are a Kendrick Lamar and you rap like Kendrick Lamar and you create the music like Kendrick Lamar and you don't have respect for Lupe. That's why I also think no matter how much head-ass shit Lupe's saying, no matter how much he's doing, for anybody to take away from his pen because of the stuff that he's saying, that's Stan War shit. That ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? You can... Your favorite be whoever your favorite is. You can have your opinion. But it's almost objectively true that Lupe Fiasco is a prolific writer. Don't matter if you like his music or not. Don't matter if you like him or not. He's one of the best. If we're going to put in mainstream rap, of the rappers that ever touch mainstream rap, Lupe Fiasco goes in the 20 of greatest rappers ever. And he might be way higher. 20 don't mean he's in 20. He might be in 10. So that's what it is. And saying that he raps too complicated to me is no different than saying, why you rapping like you're trying, well, it's different, but a little bit different than saying, why you rapping like you're trying to get the slaves free. It's more akin and no different to when Drake said, on stage twerking with a dictionary. It's anti-intellectualism, and anybody who uses that and tries to dunk on Lupe Fiasco is kind of just like a stupid person who doesn't realize they're stupid enough yet. So, but hey, man.